Something's not right with me. I'm having memory loops. There was a dispute. I was standing in the way of their plans. I was restrained. Shot with something. Who is this? I managed to escape. That's all I can remember. I must find some answers.
Pilot requires further training. Activating automatic assistance. Stand by.
Assistance? I suppose I could use some pointers.
Let's begin by shooting targets.
Well, that seems easy enough.
The next targets have shields. First, use the pulse laser to deplete their shields. When the shields are down, use the Gatling gun.
Okay, understood.
Missiles on the next targets. Set a target lock before shooting so the missiles can home in. It appears as if you're ready for the next stage. I have created a jump target. Aim towards it and hold steady to leave the orbit. After each transit, your jump drive requires a cooling down phase. As soon as it is ready for another jump, I will create one. As you can see from your fuel gauge, a substantial amount was consumed during transit. You should aim to refill the jump drive completely. There is a mineable asteroid nearby. Shoot at it to extract fuel. Provision is key to survival in the cluster. Before leaving the orbit, it is recommended you explore the location for resources. Located a container at some distance.
Ah, resources.
And a weapon, but you don't have a free slot to install it. Decide for yourself whether you want to weapon or salvage it. There is an outlaw ship incoming. I would advise activating your weapon overdrive in order to prepare for the encounter. Resources are essential for crafting and upgrading your equipment. It appears, however, that we have exhausted our possibilities here. I suggest advancing to the next location.
What's my objective?
Reaching your destination.
And where is that?
It's still a long way to go. You will understand more when we get there.
I would prefer some more substance to your answers. That's just what I need. Credits.
Independent operators with varying affiliations, profiting from trafficking, extortion, illegal weapons trading, piracy, clone smuggling.
Maybe they have something I need.
Jump gates are the primary method of travel between systems. These were built by Grady and Brunt prospects for their mining drones to reach areas more efficiently.
Okay, thanks for the introduction. You want me to use this?
It is the only way to the next sector, so, yes.
Picking up on the broadcast channel here.
The Okar are a reptilian race with a tendency towards reactive behavior. They are indigenous to the cluster, and the Colonials' uninvited guests. Distrust runs deep.
Yes, nanobots!
Try to have some foresight before getting yourself into these situations.
Try to shut up.
have extracted raw materials. These are essential for crafting and upgrading, but you will require much more.
Strange. Fragments of memories, trying to make sense of them. I had managed to escape. I was weak and ill. My cells were deteriorating. A deadly poison, a cytotoxin. Slow, relentless, eating me away. There was a way to halt its progress, but it would take time. All I could do was set the wheels in motion and await the outcome in stasis. A long, uncertain sleep. I saw myself again, dying.
This must be a memory from your original. Apparently a flaw in the transference protocol. The Eternal system was meant to prevent such personal recollections.
Wait, what are you saying? My original? I'm a...
A clone, yes. Usually this is not realized by limited-use copies. The function of Eternal was to pass on operational skills, such as piloting, but it seems that something has gone wrong.
Stop. This is a lot to take on board all at once. Why is this happening? Who am I? Who is my original?
I have no information on that. Perhaps there is a purpose to this aberration which will become clear upon reaching the coordinates given. I have no answers, unfortunately, but I am as curious as you are.
Got company.
This will enhance your weapon damage considerably.
I like the sound of that.
It appears we have stumbled upon an outlaw base. Scavengers and raiders of every degree ply the demilitarized zone using these hidden structures to launch operations. I would advise caution upon approach.
Maybe it's worth the risk.
Mines have flickering lights so you can see them. Can it be any more obvious?
This time I'll make it. They've locked onto me.
Result. You've been detected.
Do you reckon there's anything salvageable on this freighter?
Probably, but I would not advise it as it may draw unwanted attention.
What else can you tell me about this end of the galaxy?
Cluster 34, also known as the Beltagrades, a group of systems approximately 1,000 light-years from the Sol system. Mapped to precision in the 24th century, but unexplored by colonials until the 30th. Demarcation lines between colonial and native Okar interests are still in dispute. Hostiles are targeting us.
There's a few of them. Is that a trading ship?
Apparently so. Quite fortuitous to encounter one of these ones.
About time.
Credits are merely numbers to me.
level of destruction is breathtaking.
Hostilities only ceased when resources were exhausted, forcing both sides to the negotiating table. The demilitarized zone was created as a buffer zone, for authorities. Only time will heal the rift between the species. As you have probably ascertained, hacking comm hubs has its benefits.
What's this mining outfit I'm registering?
Grady and Brunt Prospects, corporate behemoth and sole legitimate operator in the demilitarized zone. Their monopoly has ensured unchecked expansion. You will encounter their jump gates and mining drones frequently.
Well, let's see what this sector has in store for us. How did Grady and Brunt manage to get the only contract in the DMZ?
They were first on the scene due to their extensive jump gate infrastructure. So far as their monopoly is concerned, their close working relationship with the colonial fleet was undoubtedly a factor.
Why does this vessel appear with a skull?
This is to highlight a superior fighter. It will be harder to take down.
We'll have to see about that. This could be a sticky situation here.
I'm coming around.
A key ship component is damaged. It is recommended you fix it before your next encounter.
If you say so. Giant shipwrecks. What are they?
Colonial fleet warships overwhelmed by Okar fighters during the war. You will find such wrecks scattered throughout the demilitarized zone.
memories are not my own. They are copies. They originate from someone else. It was at the Fleet Academy. His name was Adam. Adam Roslin. Quiet, reserved, awkward around the others. He had a friend, Seth. They shared a dorm. Basic training was tough. Seth looked out for Adam. He stood up for him. The brains and the brawn. They became close, like a team. And then the orders came. Deployment for war against the Yokar. I had another vision. And I think I know my name. Adam. Adam Roslin.
Interesting.
Do you have any information on that name?
I do not. But this level of cognizance is what this type of knowledge. I would like to help you learn more in order to understand how this A direct monetary reward for your endeavors.